seeing without your eyes. Is this demonic? Is this a new type of meditation? Is this a manifestation of different abilities that we haven't tapped into yet? Well, there seems to be a school that teaches children to see things without their eyes. This is spooky. I don't really know what to make of it. I'll be honest with you. We tried to go and do as much research as we can, and we kind of just did a full circle. We started with this video. We went and looked up a bunch of stuff, and it creeped us out. All right, so check this out.
These kids can see with their mind. Yes, they can drive. They can ride a bike. They can do all kinds of stuff. Check this out.
Just tell me what's on this card.
Teacup.
And now tell me what's on this card.
Tiger.
Isabella, what is the shape and color of this tongue?
Kind of like a circle, and it's not really, it's kind of like see-through.
These children are taught an advanced form of meditation, and by advanced, I mean advanced to you. Most adults operate on limitations imposed on them by people who can't do this. With nothing holding them back, they can be taught very easily, and that is exactly what ICU does. It's an academy in the UK that uses these mindfolds. They're blindfolds that don't put pressure on your eyes. This allows you to integrate the mind with the environment, experiencing it non-locally.
So my first thought was they could just see through it. Mindfolds, not blindfolds. Right? My first thought was like, oh, they could just see through it.
Yeah.
Check this out.
This is a school in Ogden, Utah.
Yellow, orange, blue, green.
They teach you to sense the vibration of objects, then convert that into a
vibration of objects, fam?
usable mental image. They teach all ages here. These techniques allow you to navigate and also classify objects without the use of any ocular stimulus.
Bruh.
Activating this type of latent ability is like exercising a muscle. You already see like this. Normally, your brain recreates the image that you see using the signals that you received from your eyes. By removing a very demanding sense like vision, you can sense the environment instead of recreating the environment. It removes an entire step.
Pause it. So, okay, now this is getting weird. There's like a third eye here and all that kind of stuff. So is it that your body can almost have like a 3D rendering of the room when your vision is reduced? You can sense what else is going on in the room. And so it's not that you're like reading with your mind, it's that your touch, your senses can feel or sense how much what's drawn on the board or what the shape is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know that it's texture, not visual.
So that I would agree with that until I saw not just like they start reading, like the kids are reading reading the books.
This is crazy. But I just think listen, remove the whole like is this demonic conversation, right? I just think like, man, this could be incredible breakthrough for blind people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like someone that's losing their sight that can get access to this and start training themselves so when they fully lose their sight, they can transition.
Yeah. That's the logical thought.
Were purple with smooth, shiny scales.
It might seem like a magic trick, and when I first saw it, I thought the same thing. This can't be true. But what if I told you that you too can train yourself to see without your physical eyes? Anyone can do this. And if we can train our brains to see with the blindfold on, then we can also cultivate this higher power.
Okay, that's where I get spooked out. What are we talking about? What are we talking about with the higher power?
Yep. This gets a little woohoo vibes a little bit, right? And then even like the kids' classroom got some little Hindu statue vibes, right?
Okay, this is spooking me out.
So that's spooking. I want to finish this guy.
Research indicates that consciousness is more like a TV station instead of originating from the brain. Just one channel amongst all the channels, and it's simply a matter of changing the station. I know I was skeptical too, but Dr. Enrico here has saved us. He's a PhD in neuroscience and teamed up with a theoretical physicist to test these results. He not only made sure there was no light coming into the masks, he even introduced elements that made it optically difficult to read the numbers, not just consciously.
Wow.
The results were conclusive. Now this has very broad implications, especially for those who are visually impaired.
Right.
Check this out.
These methodologies can be applied to various eyesight issues such as Sylvia's advanced farsightedness, Radu's severe astigmatism, which had made it impossible for him to read.
Ce întrebări ți-au venit în minte în timp ce citeai?
So my brain went to Braille. When you're reading Braille, you could feel the textures. That's how you can read. So I figured maybe it was something similar to that. I don't quite understand this.
And so then I also found this video.
Okay.
of this guy doing it, learning it for the first time.
Okay.
So it opens with like him, this guy that teaches it, teaching this guy how to do like some warm-ups, I guess.
Fenders. Draw circles pointing at me. Yep, just slowly, even slower. Now, yep, and with the attention on your right hand, change the direction of your left hand. Yep, yep, that's it. Yep, you got it. We're dealing with your right side of your brain, so that's connected.
So then he does all these things, and then he has him try it on some different objects, right?
Okay, send your beam of attention, send your consciousness, send your extraocular vision out to that card. And what do you get? Send your consciousness out directly to that card. Let your consciousness come back to yourself and report to you what the color is, and then tell me what you're seeing. And no imagining, just tell me the actual color that appears, Brian. Create some movement with your hands.
I don't know why, but it really feels like green.
Well, you know what? I'm going to let you lift your mask up.
Hey, it is.
It is. You did good.
Yeah, okay. I'm at a loss for words.
That's why I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Did you try to see if like there's a video exposing it or like showing it's a scam somehow?
I did.
And
couldn't find anything.
what do you guys think? I mean, listen, okay, let's is there a non-spiritual explanation of it? Someone called it's like remote viewing. If this is for real, the MK Ultra must have picked up on something not convincing this. Someone's saying cap. Maybe it's cap. Okay, so option 1, it's complete cap. Option 2, it's something weird, demonic, something bizarre happening, which would be very sad for those kids. Option 3 is there an option 3?
That these are specialized light detecting molecules that humans and other animals have outside of their eyes. They are often found in the skin, central nervous system, and internal organs.
Isn't that what I said? That we like your physical body can see stuff.
Yeah, and so it's this idea that I also saw another just like a random comment under the Instagram post that was like, this could have been developed in the human body or implemented in the human body to hunt and gather at night and like live in caves and like kind of operate in dark, right? And so it wouldn't be, but it also says that, however, this effect has not been scientifically proven.
Okay.
So they haven't found a scientific way to prove it, but it seems like there's been practices training how to use it. So now the real question is that like, is this a demonic or like, a hyper new age thing? Or is it just being adopted by the new age because like typically the more woohoo spiritual people, Eastern medicines are going to be the ones that try out of the box things that aren't accepted by Western medicine.
Yeah, let's look up what light detecting molecules are, because now I'm very curious.
Also known as photoreceptor proteins, are found in many organisms and are involved in sensing and responding to light. These molecules are responsible for a variety of light responses, including visual perception, phototropism, phototaxis, and circadian rhythms. See, and this is where you get into like blue light and red light therapy. Like your body is responding to that. That's why people go into those red light therapy things where it's a full body taking on the red light. I don't know what to think.
Well, I think there's something to this light detecting molecules.
There's something there.
Right? There's something there. And I would venture off to say that perhaps what Zach is saying in terms of being able to maneuver at night when we were hunting, when we had to, live by fire and the night sky and the,
Yeah.
That would be what I would assume,
Yeah.
It's interesting. We should look into it.
Yeah. Do you think there would be any benefits to people learning, like
not
relearning this
unless
ability?
you're going to eventually
Go blind.
I don't think there's any practical utility to it. Personally, I don't.
Talk about spatial awareness, though.
Spatial awareness for sure. Yeah. And to be fair, when the people that are like, oh, that's a scam, they could have had opportunities to practice multiple times and maneuver around with a mask to feel it and then when you're light deprived, you start memorizing the obstacle course you're going through. Like that is possible when they were showing people doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then but then like the reading and then like the
reading
showing
from
thing.
memory. They could have memorized the book.
That's true.
You know,
That's true. I could memorize the book. Kids are crafty.
chat thinks it's cap. Maybe it's cap.
I think it's cap.
You think it's cap?
I mean, if I can't believe, I barely started believing in tongues. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I going to think they're looking without their eyes? You know,
Yeah.
I'm not really I'm not really going for any of that stuff. So
we should do a bit more research on it. We'll come back. to it. We'll
so
come back to it.
things are out there, guys.
Yep.
Be
Yep.
careful.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Comment down below and let me know what you think. And be sure to check out this video that YouTube is recommending just for you. Let me know if they nailed it. All right? I'll see you over there. Peace.